Hello and welcome to Ice Sheffield. It's day 2 of the first national weekend for the juniors, under 12s and under 14s. It's finals day and we're off in the first game of the day. It's our under 12s Division 2 final between the Telford Tigers, the North champions, and the Chelmsford Mini Chieftains, who won the South. Telford in the distinctive orange and black, very fitting of the Tigers' names, charging forward straight away with Ben Hercombe. And Chelmsford in the yellow and white. A side that, or a club that's featured here at Junior Nationals weekend quite prevalently over the past few seasons. They've had a team here in one of the age groups, in one of the divisions every year, whether it be under 14s Division 2 in 2024 or under 12s and under 14s Division 1 2025. And now we have them here looking to be the under 12s Division 2 champions. Here's Telford, who's not had a side at Junior Nationals for a good few years. But in the first ever weekend of a mix of 14s and 12s, 14s have dropped down instead of being with the usual 16s and now 19s, but with the inclusion of the U19 National League have been put down here, and it's made for quite an exciting weekend of hockey. And a mixture as the 12s and 14s play slightly different, as straight away this top line this second line draws out a save. Adam Briggs firing one down towards Michael Rommock. But if you're new to under 12s hockey, change on the buzzer. Every minute there'll be a buzzer. And like there, as it was gloved down by Romok, all the players will have to get back over the blue line, almost like they're offside. And you see on the buzzer they'll change. Shifts are exactly a minute. Periods are 18 minutes long. That's offside. Go Telford. They'll have to get off. So 3 lines. Perfect 3 lines as well. Everyone will get 6 shifts a period. And Telford can't keep that onside, but they've started well here in the first 2.5 minutes. Chelmsford have certainly brought the noise, as they do every year, whether it's senior men's, senior women's or juniors. They travel well down from Essex. Now they get their first look in the offensive zone. Bones pushing forward on his backhand, and he backhands on it through the 5-hole. Sebastian Mansell can't quite believe it. And as they get a break down the wing, Harris Bone is able to outstrength all of the Chelmsford D, and now this top line back out there for Telford. They're trying to respond quickly. That's the thing when you get these line changes in the middle of a goal. There's the celebrations. There's no whistles, barring injuries or any big refereeing discussions. Let's have a quick pause to quickly sort out timekeeping yesterday. It's one of the rare occasions you'll get the clock stopped in under 12s hockey, so it means that the third line for Telford scored, and then the third line for Chelmsford scored, and then it brought out the top lines again. Every team that conceded normally is spurred on pretty quickly to respond. Saw that is Sheffield's only goal against Slough yesterday. He conceded a quick response 40 seconds later, and the second line for Chelmsford now trying to get forward. Can't be cleared out though by Silverthorne. It's played towards the Chelmsford bench, but getting the wheels moving is Leonardo the Priodi. And the Priodi did just enough to try and set up a breakout, but East will put it back in for Telford. And now 71 on his backhand. Adam Briggs again testing Romok. It's a little bit wayward. There's pass aiming to go towards Mason Brown, just out of reach of him, and as Briggs thought he'd get one last chance on this shift, he's beaten by the buzzer. Assist on the first goal as well, given to Kieran Wrigley. So Chelmsford number 6 getting his first point of the final. Got 4 finals for you today. 2 under 14s, 2 under 12s, 2 Division 2, 2 Division 1s, so you can work out. So under 12s, 1 and 2s, and same with 14s. He's probably going to be loud all day. Leeds yesterday brought all the noise below us. Nottingham now they're in the final against probably what is now their big rival in junior hockey as well. Added an extra hour up the M1 for the big battles, the 2 probably biggest and best academies in the north, at least, Leeds and Nottingham, battling our 14s Division 1 final. Third game of the day, that's due off at 1:30 today. Nottingham, sure, will bring a bit more. Their senior players for 16s and 19s weekend often come up as their senior side's so heavily built. As Telford are going to get a chance at turnover towards Jensen Hopkins at near point blank range. And this top line for Telford, you can see they've certainly got presence here. And Chelmsford, as long as they grow into it and just can shut down this top line, they'll certainly do well with Hopkins and Hercombe, who've been invited to showcase weekends of the past especially this year with Hercombe. But with it being equal minutes with under 12s, you won't be able to stick Hercombe out there on the third line, as well as it's a great pass in front, but the buzzer just goes against Telford again, as Styles would never have had enough time to release that at all. Straight down the boards, Chelmsford trying to get a play in deep, and actually Brown's going to put some pressure on towards Rhodey Glass. Glass, though, recovers well, plays it round towards the real danger man on this second line right now, Briggs. Can't chip it even into the zone, though. Telford were quick to recover back on side. Briggs, heavy touch, but he's got a pass across there, and he's split that well, and that's barred. Oh, you can hear the lineman call that one home, and a big celebration to tie the game. Alfie Cooper off of a pinpoint perfect pass from Adam Briggs, split the Chelmsford forward in two. Lovely work on the backhand as we're approaching the halfway stage in this first period. The North get themselves back level, and Telford are going to go back chasing. There's a loose puck on the ice as well somehow. I don't think anyone's noticed it. And because of the whistles, don't really get a chance. Chance in front, off the crossbar. I think just getting something on that was the Telford goalie, Sebastian Mansell. Oh, Chelmsford, the line that got their first goal. Tries pulling back in again, but pushed aside by Mansell. Conceded on the first shot he faced, but since then he's had to face a couple more, and he's done quite well. We're halfway through the first period, top line's back out there, and might that spur on Telford? You've got some really good skaters on this line, especially in Division 2 as well. That extra bit of pace and skating ability is always a help, as see Davis struggling to get forward, but Hercombe just charging along, sending two wide, but he mishandles the puck himself. Nearly tipped down in front, a clever play attempted, but Potter can't see that one in. Will be collected behind the Telford goal. Options on the wing. Hopkins has got 20 seconds to move this. A bit more time than I've had before, but it's great body positioning from Davis. Doesn't allow himself to get beat initially, and even things like this has now killed Hopkins down to 10 seconds on the attack. And they'll just clear this out before a shot can come on. And Telford's number one unit, again, neutralised. East couldn't centre that one. Silverthorne with a great sticker, she'll bring that in the corner. They'll chip round and chase, but sitting too far back there. Cooper was almost covering D. Well, see the man in the neutral zone, he squares that across. It's gone right under the stick of Briggs. He's nearly been able to beat it round right. Still kept in by East, though, sent towards the net, but missing where Romock's protecting. And that goes off to the side, but Telford some great sticks again, onside they move, but great body positioning by Wright into the boards. Doesn't allow Briggs to get past him as the rebound comes out. Briggs can't put the first one in. Now backhand back top corner. Brilliant work. Whilst his line mate took a long time to pull the trigger, Briggs had a happy deflection come his way, and he looked likely. And on his third shift of the game, he's put Telford in the lead for the first time. Right on the buzzer. And the third line's out there once again. It's flown by this first period. They've actually played at a good speed as well. But no trundling along or trying to find an edge. They've all had some really good skating ability. When you can play that flowing hockey on the basis of your skates, oh, it's a big rebound and well recovered by Romok. It looked all but beaten there. It was awkward as it deflected off of one of the sticks in front, fell handedly to a lone tiger waiting to poach on its prey. Romok recovers back to the position that he'd initially been bamboozled, and here's Hopkins now finally got a frail, oh, download a rebound, just falls behind the left winger, and Chelmsford look to counter-attack. As this top line had finally found a way to get past this Chelmsford defence, which had stood so strong for 4 shifts. But then, just unable to put it home. Romok, when a goalie makes one good save, it always fills them up. I just go from strength to strength. And sometimes they just become unstoppable off the confidence that one save gives them. And again, Romok just guides that one aside. The line that gave the Tigers their first lead of the game, trying to be relentless for that 60-second shift. There's a tumbling over Chelmsford players as they wound up, and Silverthorne can't find Briggs, the recent goal scorer, and that outraces her. And covered up by the Chelmsford netminder. They'll go forward again. Brown couldn't get that past Briggs. A bit of indecision on what to do with the puck. Silverthorne says, I know what to do, as she smashes that down towards the net of Romok. Smith. Good bit of pressure, forces a turnover. There's going to be a penalty though. As off to the box is Cooper. Not quite sure why. Hooking's the call. Doesn't agree with the call, but he will sit down, and penalties work a little bit differently as well. They'll just miss a full 60 seconds as Telford are offside. But Cooper, so effective, will be there for 3 minutes instead of 2. They'll play 5-on-5 until his line comes out for again, and it'll be basically a power play for that shift. Telford coming forward again, as since they've got those goals, Chelmsford look to be a little bogged down into the final shifts of the period for each line. Hercombe was angling to pick a far corner, but the positioning from the player in front of him meant he had to try and go near. And that was easily dealt with by Romok, who's been good in this first period. They're fanning on that one, but Chelmsford, can they get it out of the zone? They can do, but they can't put it a bit too panicked now. Hercombe steps forward. Chelmsford perhaps overconfident of the chance they had, and it can't be put in. Brilliant work again by Romok. Hopkins, it was a perfect pass from Hercombe, and Hopkins, he's trying to just guide it in. The leg pad dropped quickly of Romok, and he keeps it out, and that should have been the first goal for this top line, with a Chelmsford netminder standing tall and not laying the lone players with England and showcase experience. A penalty coming up this time for East, as body checking's going to be the call. He's unhappy, but goes right through the player. And now Chelmsford will look to capitalise. A missed pass goes down into the far corner. It's kept in at the point though. Look down towards the net of Mansell, but couldn't hit the target. Silverthorne will try and dig it out of a teammate, but she can't clear it out this time. Go back up towards the point, and it's a good shot staying low, but there's no screen and no tip to aid Ruben Smith's shot. Trying to stretch past this time off of Silverthorne as they're playing 5-on-3. It certainly is a penalty kill this time round. But Brown can't put that in as Cooper comes out at the end of his shift into the final minute of the period. Offside is the opening goal scorer, Bone. That's going to allow Telford a bit of time on a puck, but they make a meal of it, getting it into neutral ice. And Chelmsford will set back up again. Oozing in confidence this line, but got them for goal. And wanting to go into the break level. It's a great little move by Bone again, forced wide. The backhand, it's tied up. So the puck didn't fall directly and quickly to the netminder. It's kept in again. Chelmsford not been able to make perfect headway, but it's been a good shift as now Millie Arden brings it in to Telford, and their first attack of this shift as the clock's going to tick away. Neither side's going to get a shot. Time's going to go against Whiting here, as that's the first round of 18 minutes gone. And we'll go into the first period break then with Telford leading the South champions Chelmsford by 2-1. We'll be back in a couple of minutes' time for the second period. Welcome back, second period on the way in our first game of 4 and finals day for our under 12. and under-14s Nationals weekend. Telford lead the way 2-1. It was a very good period of hockey. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just gone off the shoulder and in. I was about to say, Romok's been stellar for the first round of 18 minutes. But Hercombe, I believe, put that in. That is harsh to Romok. I think he thought he had that dealt with, but it just bobbled over his shoulder. It's not fully gone over the bar. Of his Telford top line, which was threatening on all 6 of their shifts, has finally got one. Wait for confirmation. Their second line for Chelmsford, a chance to tie it. There's going to be another penalty. I was just about to say, Silverford has to block straight as East goes in. So it's one's in, one's out. So Chelmsford will have a full period, or full shift effectively on the power play. They've got a brief bit of 5-on-3 at the end. Nice is stepping forward now out of the box. He tries to pick a corner. Alfie Cooper credited with the goal. Unassisted. He charged in from that left D position. And now we have the first bit of daylight. We've seen them both on the 12s games yesterday. Bit of daylight. Teams start to run away with it. Guildford yesterday were unstoppable once they found their first. So much offensive zone time. They're up against the team that actually beat them to the South title in Division 1. And our next game is the Slough Junior Jets. It's going to be an interesting battle. Sheffield denied a rematch as they lost 6-1 to the South champions, which set up for an all-Southern clash in under-12s. Telford trying to take something for the North in this age group. And they currently lead the way in our Division 2 final for the 12s. As the buzzer goes at the end of the first round of shifts, and top line back out there and unable to make any sort of headway was Sonny Davis. And now Ben Hercombe off the right wing, trying to go tight. You see wound up for the shot, and it nearly ended up being a pass from a deflection, and the pass would have been the right play. It's good work because Gould was taking a fall, but he was able to move the puck away, and that set Hercombe back on his way. And this time, oh, it's off the mask this time. Romok tries pushing that aside, but it's caught his helmet and deflected up and over his left shoulder this time. There's another one he'd want back, and another one that he's not done much wrong with. Will still haunt him a bit, but it's a harsh one to concede. And for the first time in 12's action this weekend, there's been a goal on back-to-back shifts for our Liners. Telford, a set, you could say, sort of a Chelmsford armband say anyway. The lettered ABC for the lines. Could not get through, and now second line trying to bring one back, and they do so. It's a brilliant shot. Ruben Smith angles it well. The Telford D just slip away, and that brings out Matty Silverthorne. And Telford bring it back to a 2-goal game, and a great response from the second line. Poor pass trying to be played there by Telford, and now Clark charging forward to bring it to a one-goal game on a backhand. Good save. And the little mistake defensively from the Tigers might get punished still, but outskating it that time. And Jackson Clark putting the pressure on, and again a fourth shot on the shift for Clark, but committing bodies too low down, and Chelmsford should be jumping on it. The initial rebound just fell too far to the left on the first shot by Clark, but as all of the Telford players pinched onto one side, if that rebound didn't angle away itself, Chelmsford had 2 on the back door wide open, and the clock's going to go, and a buzzer brings an end to this shift. Telford have got away with a big one there. There's a bit panicked in their own zone, has nearly cost them dearly, but Chelmsford, since scoring that goal, are running high. The spirits in the clouds right now. We're trying to shut this down is Ben Hercombe. Trying to make it 3 goals in 3 shifts for this Tigers. The top line is shut down by the Chelmsford defence, which, again, this top line for Chelmsford, their back 2 have been great. They're going to have to be even better to stop this one coming in, and it's a great shot, deals in a rebound. And normal service has resumed for Rommock as he keeps that out. Wrigley tries sending that into the corner. It brings an end to this shift as we near halfway in the game. Telford look to build upon the momentum. Like I said, start running away with it. But when Telford have had an opportunity, they've taken it. There's going to be a penalty called and a 2-on-2 entering the zone. The angle's not great, missing that one, and leaves the back door wide open, and great urgency from the 3 Telford players as Briggs, Silverthorne and East all hurrying onto the player on the back door as Mansell just shimmied too far to his left. Left the back door on the near post open, but massively helped by his teammates. But again, Telford a little bit nervy on this line. So the shift comes to an end. It's played down by Reuben Smith into the corner. Probably not necessarily a wise decision, as would have seen the clock and thought I'll have a crack on net, but at that range it's going to be near impossible to beat a netminder. But the only thing it did was give Telford the put back on the change. Over the bar, opening the edge as well, was Arucha. But Chelmsford is starting to find a rhythm again. And Hercombe, great work on the hands, but he's swarmed by 2. That's cleared out, and who's got the faster legs? And it looks to be Cause Clark after crossbar. The rebound missed on the wide open back door. How is this not a 1-goal game? Well, Lewis Cause Clark turn on the Rockets there. Got the 1-on-0. Hit the crossbar, had beaten Mansell. And whoever the trailing player was, overthinking the shot, doing too much. Now with a change in netminder as well. For Chelmsford as Lola Basing just made her first save. As Cooper comes out of the box, Chelmsford offside as a player only just got up to his feet. Telford are going to be a trip there, and Telford will get their first man advantage. They've had it a long time, that just stays in play. Silverthorne. Right. Just forces Cooper to lose his stick there. Interesting. So after you get that, in an under-12s game, now it'll be tidied up. Chelmsford clear it out. France just played away from him. Still able to get it in the zone. It's Briggs. Final 2 shifts for each line on this second period of our Under-12s Division 2 National Final. Telford still lead the way. That's, oh, nearly. As I look that one in and it just misses. And Chelmsford pushing back, trying to bring it to a 1-goal game. They came so close earlier. Caused Clark with a wonder run. With a crossbar. Mansell did a good game, and Rommock did a great game for he played. Now Basing can follow suit for Chelmsford. She's going to have to deal with Hercombe charging forward on his backhand, staying the balance well, but pushing that aside. Basing with her best save yet since she came in just a few minutes ago. That's, of course, for the body of one of the tumbling Telford players, but it's going to fall right to Clements, who did a mishandle now towards Maddie Silverthorne. And Briggs. And they can send that shot low, but there's a couple of passing options. It comes out to the point as it's sent in, and Basing covers it up again. Another good save as Telford are in a dangerous position on this second line for their penultimate shift of this middle period. Bit of a body check attempted there by East, no penalty on it. I think East thought he was getting called for that. He's probably got a bit lucky. Briggs can't dangle that around though. And good double save made by Basing as Briggs can't put the rebound in as he looks for his second goal and third point of the final. Contributions in the first 2 goals for Telford. Chelmsford hurrying on again. Trying to play the pass out towards the far wing. It was just intercepted, played back down by Chelmsford, but offside they couldn't make headway. Good stick check. Back into the corner, final seconds on this penultimate shift for the third line. There's the first line's come back. Banker. There's two of them. On this Telford side. Alexander and Milan. Milan another. Who's had some time. A showcase before as well. Hopkins chases this and collects it in his skates. Berkham, great work on his feet to stay on balance there. Now we brought down no call, there's no protest from the Telford fans though. This bobbles off the head of Mully. It's a forecheck. Can't turn the puck over, but it at least deflects to a handy position. It's coming off the bench is Brown, but that's taken off him, and there's some afters from a tumbling Telford player as Manny Silverthorne plays that background offside to Telford though. Briggs looking to get a 2-on-1 here. Body's coming back. It's a great move by Briggs. Trying to give Telford a 3-goal advantage again, and he does. Great little move by the Tigers, 71. Gets his second goal of the final. And as they look to respond quickly, the time is going to go against the Chelmsford players. As the buzzer goes, they've still got a shot away, but the shot missing, and now they'll respond. And again, it's spilt at the netminder. At least stick to the side. Well done by Seb Mansell. And it's a great stretch pass out towards Arden. She's trying to take on all 5 Chelmsford players at once. No assistance. Almost inevitable she's going to lose. That's into the final 30 seconds of this second period. Nearly tipped down by Riley Potter. I would have gone against his own team there. The final seconds tick away. There's 18 minutes to go on our first game of the day, the Under-12s Division 2 National Final. The conclusion of it is round the corner. Telford trying to take something back to the north in this age group. They have a 3-goal advantage with 18 minutes to go. 18 minutes to go. And our Division 2 final for our under-12s in Telford with a firm advantage. But Chelmsford in that second period showed they're still very much in this and don't want to relent. A sweep for the South and under-12s as it's a guaranteed winner in the South. In our next game, mind you, our under-12s Division 1 final. The number 1 seed Slough take on the number 2 seed Guildford. That's due off at 11:15. Straight after this, it's 11. It's 11:45. 11:45. Still, straight after this, but Telford would like the North to share the spoils. It's a wrap round. It's just missed, and they'll have to come out as the net comes off. That's the first shift done. And Chelmsford need to find 3 goals. They had took a lead early in the game. Brilliant save by Basing as she follows that well. Both Chelmsford netminders who've been absolutely brilliant, have been had to face a barrage at times as these Telford attacks are split fairly similarly, maybe just weighted slightly in their favour to what Chelmsford are getting, but it's the nature of them. It's not one shot and out, it's a shot and a good few rebounds. The Silverthorn's going to send one in, and that's guided aside by Basing as well. There's a couple that Romot conceded which were massively unfortunate as well, when you take them out of it. There's a penalty to East as well, as he's really not happy as he's sent into the box. And Chelmsford have done well on the extra player when it comes back to that line. So that second line's back out there. Certainly keep an eye out for them, as they've been able to work the threat well. But able to send that down, should have gone D to D, but instead they're going to get a 1-0 chance. They've got plenty of time with a shift as well. Winding up the Basing with a lovely glove save. Barely flinches. You can see she's so high on confidence. And the many Chieftains respond as well. But Mansell deals with that. As Hercombe unable to find it onside. Delay of game is the penalty for East. Gould. Sends on Taunton. Through traffic it went, but a great stick save. I don't see it late, but see it she did. Basing again through traffic. Unbothered. Running out of time to get the shot away, and they actually did get one, and quality one at that, but again Basing. Good blocker save. Right at the end of a shift. Trying to flip that over. Didn't work into the favour of a Chelmsford 4. They still try and bring it on. Just onside they go. Got a player advantage, so maybe a bit of urgency. They'll just send that down and go on a forecheck. Oh, it's a great move there by Ardle, trying to put the game out of reach for Chelmsford. There's the Telford forward, Millie Arden. Lovely move to open up the space, but great back checking, and Chelmsford look to counter-attack. Now skating the puck though, they can't fully push on. Well, the first two shifts over, and Hercombe looking for more for Telford. As time's running away from Chelmsford for attacks this period have been in few numbers. Offside goes Hercombe. Doesn't matter, the shot dealt with again by Basing. Cause Clark, who got that breakaway earlier that hit the crossbar, can't get past Hercombe. A bit of indecision of who's going to press to forward in the corner. Centering pass, the shot that came off it was saved again. Silverthorne, round it goes. Cooper gets there first. He's got a bit of time to work with here. Just gets that caught up on the boards instead, trying a little scoop trick play, and that's only gone and cleared it out of the zone. It didn't work to their favour. Smith will try and take advantage of it, just outskates that as Silverthorne misses the swipe to clear that out. East. Tipped down by one of the Chelmsford players. East wants a high stick, but either way, won't have changed anything. It didn't go in, but we're near halfway in this final period. Chelmsford still hunting for three. Telford just have to shut them down. They'll be Division 2 champions. Cleared down, and how's the puck going to stop for Arndell? She gets it well, but cleared away by Basing again. She's been impressive. It stops Millie Arden this time. And if there is a Chelmsford comeback, Splin will be the one getting the goals, but she has to take a lot of credit for keeping this down. A good bit of sportsmanship as Waller just checks on Ridgely as he was looked down hurt. It's all okay though. And again, Basing covering that up, forcing Telford out of the zone. It'll give Chelmsford a little bit of space. Forced wide, they'll still send one towards Mansell. He's not had much to deal with in a long time. A couple bodies out skating the puck, and in the end it falls back with Telford as they try and play it around the back of the net and get it out of the zone. They can't do that, and it's going to have a bit of space on the forehand in front of the Chelmsford players. The rebound dealt with though, as Mansell denies the third Chelmsford goal. See Chelmsford trying that last push. They've got 7 and a bit minutes to pull the comeback off. And maybe they just need that one goal to maybe make them believe, push their spirits up. Might actually scare Telford as well and get them feeling a bit nervous, because right now Telford looking very confident with time against their rivals as well as themselves. And again, Mansell dropping, deals with the rebound as a shot straight in his chest. Almost following it in either, so that's going to keep him comfortable, and that's not what you want to do. You want to get a netminder thinking to every chance coming in, getting a bit nervous. Telford will be again, and this could set Chelmsford on their way. How's your speed? Is pushing through, he's going to get a chance here, and it's flicked 5-hole, and Ridgely makes no mistake this time round, as he gives it to Biggin, but they've got to get set. Time is not their friend. They've still got a job to do, but Ridgely Gould winding on Biggs, one timer there by Hopkins. Caught that perfectly, but it went wide of the net. And this line, the top lines of 1.5 minutes left, and a real danger line for Telford. It's got just over 90, or just under 90 seconds now. If Chelmsford can shut them down, their second and thirds have been really good. Player down hurt. We're going to pause and play. Good to see the player up to their feet then. Oliver Stiles. because his style's okay. We're back on the way. There's 5 seconds left on this shift. Penalty coming up. One of the Telford players will head to the box, and that aids Chelmsford. Because for the entirety of that final shift, for their top lines, Telford will be down a player. And that will shut down the threat from them, and the lines that have been getting the goals can take the opportunity to find the two they need. Silverthorne sticked away again by Basing. Over in a really dangerous area though with Silverthorne. She can't pull that off her stick. Chelmsford will just try and hammer this down. Can't clear the blue line. Still within touching distance is Telford. Is Priori. Gets down, there's going to be space across. Who's quick enough to get there? And Walker has caught someone in the cage there. And who wants a penalty? I don't know what you can call there. The player's gone down, the player's lost their balance, gone down, and as Walker's tried to take a shot, poor coincidence as Walker's caught him on the follow-through as the player was falling, not as he was on the ground, as he was falling. Well, with exactly 4 minutes to play, we're back underway. Telford win the face-off, but they played it straight towards one of the Chelmsford players, but it's a turnover. Should have three of them. Millie Arden to put the game to bed off the post. Oh, it's back again though. Arden pushing forward. Just a rush shot as Arden was trying to drive the net. Could have played the pass across to her, but this is going to help massively, killing time off. Chelmsford still need to. They've got 30 seconds left on this shift. Bone, who got the opening goal of the final. Tumbling teammate blocks it from him, still kept in. Shots need to go on towards the net of Mansell. 10 seconds, trying to pick a corner, but Mansell says no. And there's a shift left for each line, and here's where the power play is. Chelmsford's number ones with the man advantage against the big threat. And very cleverly leaving the puck there. Would have been a penalty on the final shift, which could have been game-ending. They weren't quick enough to really relent the pressure. Can't clear it down the boards. Need to get something settled, and it will do through neutral ice. 3-on-3 moving forward. 30 seconds left for the top string Chelmsford line. Playing the pass too late, and it's going to be Hopkins, and he's going to beat them for speed, surely. Brown does well in a missed move. And a fantastic work by Brown, standing tall. And there's 10 seconds left. His top line for Telford won't get one more to add to their collection of goals in this game. And there's 2 minutes to find two. Can Telford hold on? Silverthorne blocks that going in deep, frustrated by East. Almost shuts off a bit. Is Basing with a hurry on trying to play that, but she missed at it. Nearly turn over again. Chelmsford just got to play these passes half a second quicker. Happy to hold it here. Killing off time. It's dug out as well by one of the Telford players for assist. The save by Basing again, played out. She wanted them to move quicker, and now they'll move quick with 25 seconds left for this second line. Out of reach as East picks that one up. Sent back towards Basing's net. Played out quickly. Telford didn't need to get over the blue line. And it's going to need to be a miracle. And you don't get a whistle. So even one goal, the celebrations could hurt them here. There's a minute to go for Telford. Can Chelmsford pull off a miracle? Chaos on the benches as bodies can't get off in time. Telford, 3 orange jerseys, cut them down. Great work by Bone keeping that in. Doing too much on the slap shot, it's going to clear out. And you think if it gets to about 30 seconds of it, how long it's going to take. If Chelmsford get one to set up for the second, it will be done here. Bone is going to have one quick rush here. Blocked aside though, nicely done this time by Sainsbury. Not long left to go. It's an all-South Division 1 final, but I don't think the North will care as long as they take the Division 2 here. It's awkward, it's still out the goal, and it's not going to be enough. Chelmsford have battled back hard, they've tried and tried, but Telford defended well. They've been relentless both sides, and that is it. Telford are your under-12s Division 2 champions. The North takes the trophy. And what a game to open. Finals day for the 12s and 14s. And Telford absolutely buzzing. And we've still got 3 games to go after that thriller. Well, as Telford soak in the glory. We'll have our presentations. We'll start off with Spirit of the Game. Before each side collects their Division 2 regional titles, and Telford will be able to hoist the Division 2 national title.
trophy for the Chelmsford Mini Warriors. That goes to number 6, Kieran Wrigley.
Kieran Wrigley with the third goal for Chelmsford. Gets a Spirit of the Game award. And then a massive shout out as well to Lola Basing. Her half that she spent in the net was unbelievable. Did not concede a goal. And really kept the hopes of all the Chelmsford fans over in block 2 and 3 on the far side. Really believing they could pull the comeback off. And for Telford, the Division 2 national champions. And number 6 as well, Rhodey Glass. And defensively was superb. When Chelmsford started the pushback and putting the pressure on, calm and collected, did what he needed to. He takes Spirit of the Game for Telford. Now, the first of 3 trophy presentations. Ben Hercombe, captain of the Tigers, will collect the North title for Division 2. The first of 2 trophies that Telford are going to be hoisting. Telford raise for under 12's Division 2 North title. Bit of an appetiser for what's to come for them. And Reuben Smith will come collect the South trophy. And despite the comeback that did not happen, they still have something to celebrate. Champions of the South to raise. And now Ben Hercombe will come back again. Along with every Tigers player will one by one receive their medal. As each Telford player steps forward for the champion's hat, medal and photo.
67, Miles Salisbury. 71, Alan Briggs. 85, Xavier Valerovich. 92, Aaron France. 97, Alfie Cooper. 41, Ben Hercombe, who will also be taking the Under-12s Division 2 National Trophy. Ben, the stand is one more bigger.
Celebration for Telford. Got their banners as well. They'll be able to be hung forever. You see how Eagle directed back. We are ready for this. They worked hard for this.
So everyone, please give it up for your Under-12 national champions. And also your number 12 here on the 12, Division 2 South champions, the Chelmsford Mini Warriors. Between the Guildford Fireflies and the Slough Jets. That's going to shortly. I think you still get 50-50 tickets, commemorative programs and commemorative products from the front desk. And please do check out Mobile Sports and my team photo out on the concourse.
Trying to make it. Double. Going up to the wall. Taking two behind. Race on the 12th age group.
But that's the main
I'll be honest, it might take an hour. Thank you, Sam.
We